Okay, so once you've completed the previous video successfully, just make sure you click apply here and save. That way, all of this that we did is properly registered. Then you can close that off. And then we're gonna go to this one called SM Drone 2 Mats, the static mesh component that we imported. So if we open that, we're actually gonna realize that now this asset is looking pretty good. You see, now it's looking how the drone shooter that we want to design for our game, how we want it to look like. It's almost there. In fact, this outer area is the material that we set up with the textures in the previous video. So if you did everything correctly, this should look in this way. Okay, so now what is very particular about this static mesh? The particular thing about it is that, as you see the name, two mats, meaning that it has two materials at once. It has the M-Drone and the M-Drone glass, both applied to the same static mesh, which is what this video is actually about, the fact that you can have multiple materials for just one mesh. Okay? So the outer part, the M drone, looks good, but now what we're missing is the inner part, this right here. It's controlled by the M drone glass, and that one we can actually change it to look a little bit better. Okay, so if we go to this M drone glass, let's do the same thing. Let's delete those defaults and have just the base node. And then here we are gonna bring just one of the textures that we had from the content folder. So we're gonna bring let me just open this up here. We're gonna bring just the BC, okay? Just the first one, and then you're gonna have just this one, and you are gonna connect it to the base color of this drone glass, okay? But now here's the thing. We are gonna make some changes to this texture sample that is being applied. So we are actually, what you're gonna do is the following. Click on the M-Drone glass, and then we're gonna go to the details panel because we're gonna change something about this material in particular. We are gonna go to this blend mode. This blend mode basically refers to how the material will look like in terms of transparency. So opaque means that we cannot see through it at all. It's basically solid. But we actually want to change it. So we're going to make it translucent, meaning that it will have like a see-through feeling for the material. And in here, you have this opacity feature. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to 0.3. In this way, as you can see, if we look at the material, it's now very see-through, transparent style, okay? So make sure you have it in this way, apply and save. And once you're back to the Drone 2 mats, you're gonna realize that now the face of the drone looks pretty good. So what exactly did we do here is that we added this second material for the drone glass because it was meant to be more like this, like the face of the drone. That, let me see, I'm trying to get the angle here right. If we see through the side, it basically is supposed to be like a glass that we can see through. You see how this is a little bit transparent and we can see the inside of the drone, which kind of looks like a camera, something like that. So this is basically the behavior I wanted to get. from these two materials being applied, the outer one correctly for the drone, and then the inner one, the drone glass, have this see-through feeling for it. Okay, so now this is what we want for our drone. So make sure everything is saved. And then here, now that our drone is ready, we can actually just rename this. Let's rename this to just SM drone to have it a little bit cleaner. And then let's also go ahead and create a new folder here called materials. So we're gonna move all this stuff to that folder, okay? So let's move everything there. Let's just leave the SM drone in here. Or actually, because we're organizing everything in folders, let's like review for a second. So we have the content where we have the assets folder, and in the assets folder, we have the materials folder, and then we can add one more here for the drone. So the drone will go in there. Okay, so from now on, we're gonna try to be a little bit more organized with these folders. So let me review that back again. We have content, we have assets, and within the assets, we have materials and drone. Materials is gonna have all of these ones that we imported, and drone is gonna have your static mesh drone that we renamed. That by now is basically looking very good to go. Okay, so make sure you have everything as I do. See you in the next video.